What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Beauty by Angelica. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure y'all do. I just kind of wanted to show you guys a little client tutorial. I kind of did some of her eye off camera. We are doing a sunset kind of eye. On the cut crease, I am just focusing the purple and the pink and kind of just blending those shades in together just so I can get a seamless, effortless blend. I really like this technique of tapping the product onto the lid, not necessarily rubbing or dragging. We're literally just tapping the color on there, placing the color where we want, and kind of just blending the colors in together and kind of just having them merge together. And it's just something I find that's very easy for me. So here we are actually just adding just a little touch of orange just to give it that real sunset look that we are going for. So now that I'm focusing that orange shade on her cut crease, my main focus is blending that orange into that purple to get that effortless blend like I did on the other eye. We just really want this look to look very seamless, and using matte shades, everything shows. Ensure that you're using them tapping motions just so you can get that effortless blend. Due to the fact that we are dealing with matte shades, so we don't want it to look creasy or we don't want it to look muddy. Now I'm starting off, I'm just adding just a little bit of yellow on top of that orange to give it that real just warmth color. To give me that warmth color that I'm going for. So these are my pigments from the Makeup Plug. Y'all need to check her out on Instagram. I'm basically using her stacked pigments, and I'm using the white shade for the inner corner of her eye to give it that pop that I'm looking for. I absolutely love these pigments, only because like other pigments that I've used, they get really chalky and it's really hard to blend. But this has like a shimmer finish, so I definitely am in love with it, and it's very easy to blend with the other eyeshadows. You guys will see soon, but I am absolutely in love with these pigments. You guys need to check her out on Instagram. So as I blend that out, I'm actually going to go ahead and add that orange shade that we had added before, just to top that on top of the pigment, just so I can get that effortless blend that I'm going for. And you guys, I'm not going to lie, like these pigments are really easy to blend with. You guys can literally see it on camera. Like I'm literally just using my tapping motions that I used before. I'm not dragging or anything like that. Next, I'm going in with the pigment CEO just to give it that shimmer on top of that lid. Do y'all see that? Okay, I definitely am in love with these pigments. And now what I'm doing is I'm actually just adding on some black eyeliner. We're doing a cat eyeliner today. We went all the way dramatic with this look, and I'm absolutely in love with how I did and applied my eyeliner. Honestly, eyeliner is something that you really want to take your time on. You don't want to rush the process. Never rush the process. So now I'm going to go ahead and add some 25mm lashes. My girl loves her some 25mm lashes, and I just feel like it just fits with this look because we are going dramatic. Next, I'm going to go ahead and start off with the skin. I'm using the Pons moisturizer for dry skin. I love using this on my clients. I'm just going to go ahead and just continue to just blend this into her skin using a Real Techniques brush. Next, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Milk Makeup Primer, the Hydro Grip Primer, and I'm just going to rub this into her face using the same Real Technique brush. I love this primer. I just feel like it really grips the makeup to my client's face, so it is a really great primer to use. Next, I'm going in with her foundation. I can't remember exactly what shade this is, but I will link it down below in the descriptions. I just kind of wanted to just put this little input. I like to use a synthetic brush, and I like to pinpoint the areas and really blend out that foundation onto her face. I don't like to use too much foundation, so I like to use a really flat head brush and go over the top of her brows. I don't like to use concealer because I don't like a halo brow, so I like to use foundation, and I just use this same brush to kind of blend out her foundation. I really like to use this technique with the flathead brush just to really blend out the foundation and kind of touch up her eyeliner. I just use this method to really prepare me for my actual makeup brush that I use to actually buff out her foundation, and this is actually a real technique brush as well. And I love this flathead, like it's like flathead but like also angled foundation brush, and it's honestly my favorite. Y'all have to check it out. Then I'm going in with my damp beauty blender and I'm just blending out the rest of that foundation. Now I'm going in with my duo glue. Honestly, this is my favorite duo glue. It's honestly the GOAT. I use this for my rhinestones, and I'm honestly glad that we actually used rhinestones on this look. I feel like it really made the look really pop. Next, we're moving on to concealer. I like to use the e.l.f. Cosmetics Hydro Concealer, and I like to use a darker shade that's more closer to her skin tone because I'm going to go in with a lighter shade, and I just feel like me putting down that darker shade helps me transition that light shade so it's not too light and it's not too dark. I like to use a Real Technique brush to blend out my concealer. I just feel like it does give me that real flawless finish that I'm looking for when using a brush, but I do also go in with my damp beauty blender just to blend out the rest of my concealer, just make sure that I get that flawless finish. After blending out all that concealer, I'm going in with the Ben Nye Chestnut Translucent Powder, and I'm just using this powder to set in her eyes and all the places that I placed some concealer. After blending out all that powder and that setting powder, I like to go in with my continuous setting mist from Morphe, and I like to take my Real Technique brush and I like to just pat that all into her skin. Then next I'm going to move on to contour, and we are using the contour powder palette from Black Radiance. After contour, we're going to go ahead and move on to blush just to bring a little bit of warmth back into her face. And I'm using the e.l.f. blush palette. We're going to go ahead and apply some highlight to the apples of her cheeks. And I actually got this highlighter from the Beauty Supply, so don't ever sleep on them Beauty Supply highlighters because they really the GOAT. Now once I blend in the highlighter to my liking, I'm going to go ahead and start off with her lips. We're going to give her a really cute nude lip, So what I like to do is I like to use eyeshadows for my lip liner, and then use a concealer for the center of my lips just to give it that pop. And then I go in with a cute pink color and then top it off with some gloss. And this is the finished look. My client is feeling cute. She's feeling bougie. She's feeling like all of that, period. But yes, I appreciate everybody that's been tuning in and that's watched my video. This is my first YouTube video, so make sure y'all support your girl and subscribe. Get into that eye look, honey. Get into it. Get into that skin. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching.